Hello, everyone. I am honored to be here at the 25th birthday of Wikipedia, organized by the Deoband Community Wikimedia, to present a session on the artificial intelligence-based alternatives for Wikipedia. We'll be talking specifically about two examples, WikiGen and the Grokipedia. I will begin by providing a little introduction of myself. So I have been a Wikipedian for like 15, 16 years. I have served as contributor to Wikipedia for 10 years. Then I became more focused on Wikidata as a project. I have some computer science background. I am a medical student as well in Tunisia. And I have been active in several Wikimedia affiliates where I served as a former board member. And I have been also involved in many Wikipedia conferences as a speaker, as an organizing committee member, etc. So the structure of this session will be as follow. So we'll be introduce what language models are, because actually all these alternatives are based on this new technology, this buzzword, the language models. Then we will talk a little bit about the challenge of factuality in language models. Then we'll be talking about the value of having Wikipedia for 25 years and why this is a milestone. Later on, we'll be talking about WikiGen and the Grokipedia as alternatives of Wikipedia. And we'll be talking about my experience using Grokipedia myself. And then I will be talking about how Wikipedia can survive this fake of AI. Yeah, so to introduce what language models are, so I can tell that language models are statistical models that predict the next most likely word. They are trained on a massive collection of data, uh, and this massive collection of data will allow the language model to actually generate text fluently and do several tasks like summarization, translation, explanation, etc. However, because they are statistical model, they do not know facts in a human sense. To explain this, actually, I will be sharing some key facts here. So the language models generate knowledge by learning statistical patterns, not verified truths. So there is no inherent grounded in realities. So text is generated mainly based on confidence and not on correctness. This means that if the next word, for example, has a better probability, somehow is plausible, it will be generated. That does not mean that it is correct. Knowledge in general depends on the training data, the prompt framing, and the post-training elements. So if the information is not in the training data, so actually it will be actually predicted uh, on the fly, not on based on some common ground knowledge. Also, it will be interesting to know that because the knowledge depends on the trained data, if the trained data is biased, then the language model is biased, and this can cause a lot of problems about uh, what we can do with language models if they are biased, for example, politically biased, and so on. Yeah. So actually, this statistical based method of generating text, generating language, actually can cause a lot of problem. It can cause some fabricated knowledge because the training data misses that information. So it will fabricate the data, it says. It can give some inconsistent answers. It can give some outdated or biased information. it can be fabricating the citations, etc. Also, language models, because they are training on data in a black box like way, actually it will be difficult to trace what are the sources that have been used to generate the data. So causes this can cause some fabricated citations, some like untrustworthy information, etc. So why the problem of factuality is important? Because this is because it can be very harmful when used in like resources where actually correctness is important, like encyclopedias, like, for example, scholarly papers, like decision support systems, like medical decision support systems, where actually decision can risk the life of a patient, for example. So why factuality matters? So there are many reasons why factuality matter. For example, if if a system generates a lot of hallucinations, a lot of misinformation, so people cannot trust these these systems and these language models. So actually, it can be a mess, and people can lose trust in them. Also, one of the problems is that this can risk academic integrity, research quality. Also, it can generate a lot of misinformation in journalism and public discourse. It can also affect policy, medicine, and law. There is also a problem here when it comes to scaling, because because actually language models can actually generate text in high speed, so probably the errors can propagate faster, and then the correction will be a headache, mainly if the correction is done by a human. So let's move a little bit to Wikipedia and the milestone it did. Wikipedia, as you know, is 25 years old now. It is the largest collaboratively edited reference work. And it has a core principle of verifiability, neutral point of view, and reliable sources. There are millions of articles across various languages in Wikipedia now. Thousands of editors are involved, and it is still one of the most trusted online knowledge sources right now. And actually, it is used to train many language models. So its strength it is actually its main strength is that its reliance on transparent citations, inline citations, and among its strengths we can name the human editorial oversight, because it is mainly curated and verified by a lot of admins and CSOPs and like bureaucrats that verify that the encyclopedia keeps being in a good shape all over the years. Also, among these strengths is its reliance on community governance, where everyone can edit any information if wrong. However, this is not without any problems. Actually, Wikipedia has a lot of limitations. So one of the limitations is it has a lot of gaps. There are many information made in the global south that is missing. As well, there is lack of updates for emerging topics. There is an editor bias or burnout, and also Wikipedia is not designed for conversational exploration. Now, generative knowledge systems can be useful to solve the limitations of Wikipedia, because it aims to combine language model fluency and structured knowledge bases, allowing to shift from statistical articles to dynamic generation of articles. This will allow personalized explanations, faster synthesis of topics, and conversational access to knowledge, like letting people talk to articles as chatbots. So, to summarize how this actually generative knowledge systems appeared and how the alternatives of Wikipedia that are mainly dependent on AI have appeared, I actually traced this timeline that actually summarized the key uh, kind events that contributed to the current situation of the matter. So actually, in November 2022, ChatGPT appeared, and actually, it was actually the first conversational AI widely accessible. It reshaped expectation about how people could search and interact with information. Then in March 2023, GPT-4 actually appeared, and actually it improves a lot when compared to the first edition of ChatGPT that uses GPT-3 because it improved fluency and reasoning, leading many people to believe that AI become more reliable as a knowledge source. However, this actually contributed to a growing problem of confident but incorrect AI generated information. To solve this problem, generative knowledge systems emerged as an alternative that actually kind of combine AI systems, the language models, with structured databases to actually generate reliable information, mainly using something like retrieval and generation techniques, mainly the so-called the retrieval augmented generation, the RAG. Then in November 2023, Grok has been released by XAI to emphasize explanation, context, and real-time information. Actually, to introduce conversational approach to understanding current events and complex topics, mainly using RAG and other algorithms that are similar to RAG. Then in October 2025, actually, Grokipedia has released as a generative encyclopedia built on Grok capabilities. So actually, it replaced static articles with interactive on-demand explanation tailored to users. But actually, it generates also articles mainly based on Wikipedia, on English Wikipedia, but then based on Grok that an edition of Grok that has been trained on these Wikipedia articles to see how it can generate something that is similar to the quality of articles in Wikipedia. So now we have three competitors on the market. We have Wikipedia and we have WikiGen, that is actually an AI generated encyclopedia that is available online before Grokipedia, and there is Grokipedia. So Wikipedia actually generates actually includes collaboratively edited encyclopedia articles. It is heavily reliant on human resources and volunteer. It is susceptible to bias. Notability criteria are controversial mainly, and there is a possibility to edit and adjust knowledge, but high risk of vandalism. By contrast, WikiGen actually generates an AI-generated stab articles. Content is created on demand. It uses language models plus retrieval, and it focuses on speed, breadth, and readability. Its limitations is that it uses the first five results as returned by the search engine. It does not provide in-depth analysis of topics, and it does not store articles. It consumes energy for every generation. Here comes Grokipedia, that is an AI-generated encyclopedia, start or better quality articles. So it is start class or better, mainly C or B class articles. There is a possibility to propose missing articles. There is possibility of spotting errors, and there are all AI agents that evaluate the proposals and accordingly create and adjust articles. So here is WikiGen. It is available at wikigen.ai. So actually, you write the name of what you are looking for. You click on generate. It sees the five first references, reliable references. It generates a stub article, and actually for each claim you can actually click on fact check, and it provides the source, and it scores its confidence and its trustworthiness. Concerning Grokipedia, it has some advantages, some disadvantages. But let me begin with the advantages that we can learn with. Actually, it provides clear explanations and good quality of articles. Inline references are inserted. Easy to ask for follow-ups using Grok. It is helpful for conceptual learning and representing topics where topics are available online. And it allows quick generation of references. Its disadvantages is that the sources are often chosen on the fly. Minor interest is provided to the notability of the reference. Another disadvantage is it is only available in English. It is occasionally confident but wrong, and it sometimes builds upon an inaccurate understanding of references. And also, it is difficult to adjust if a whole part is wrong. So, the best use case of Wikipedia actually it enhances coverage of interested topic when enough information is available online. It can be used for a first pass understanding, for brainstorming and learning unfamiliar topic. So let's do a little tour of Grokipedia now. So actually, when you go to Grokipedia, actually you'll find this page. And in this page, you will find this search bar. You can write the name and you can click on search. So the problem with this actually search bar and search engine is that it is mainly based on the title itself, and then some repeated words inside the article. There is no something like embedding or pre-trained models that can search for related articles and actually find them. So if you see here, there is actually a whole comparison about with Wikipedia Elasticsearch, and if you see here, you see that Wikipedia is more keen on actually linking related topics than Grokipedia. If you see here and you see how it actually provide topics from different areas that are actually quite related, you see that Wikipedia is more versatile than Grokipedia. Grokipedia is only versatile when it comes to conspiracy theory. That because it uses the term conspiracy too much in its text. Yeah. So after that, actually, if you click on our article, you see that it has the same structure, it has references and so on. So when you read an article, you can actually interact with it just by selecting what you are looking for and right click. So when you right click, you have three options here. You can copy or ask Grok to explain this thing. And when you ask Grok, you will see this thing. You can ask, you can write what you would like to ask about this paragraph, and then when you click enter or you press enter, actually you will find actually out more explanations with references online, etc., which is kind of good actually, and is missing in Wikipedia. As well, you can actually suggest an edit. So actually you can tell if something is wrong, and actually you can provide some sources why this is wrong, and you click on this button below, suggest edit. And then an agent will actually verify your claims and actually edit the article on your behalf if this is correct. And actually, this is very brilliant as an idea because it allows to solve this long-standing problem of vandalism in Wikipedia, actually. However, if actually Grokipedia use wrong reference and actually use it to generate long part of the article, it will be a very, very, very hard task actually to solve this. The edit only works when actually it is about a simple fix, but for factual kind of problem, actually it does not work. Also, concerning the references, actually, this is a study about the references that have been used in Grokipedia when compared to Wikipedia. You see that Grokipedia actually uses some important references that actually are very, 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 very useful, like PubMed Central, like Science Direct, like NCBI, and these actually references. These websites actually stand for scholarly articles, database, etc. So which is good, but actually it also uses some YouTube, some Facebook, some websites like Reddit that are mainly social networks and have not like reliability, if I may say, enough reliability or enough notability. So actually, this can actually generate very biased and consistent information. So when we compare the reliability category proportion between Wikipedia and Grokipedia, we'll see that Grokipedia actually has less actually reliable references, prestigious references like scholarly articles, book chapters, etc., than Wikipedia itself, and this is a huge problem, to be honest. Concerning the creation of articles, actually, if you go to the main page of Wikipedia, you'll find this actually button, which is suggest article. So actually, this is an interesting button, actually, and if you click on it, you will find that you can write the title of the article and you provide details about what it is about. For example, if you are writing the name of the person, but it is not the same person that exists in Grokipedia, you can write the name of the person and you will see that it is not that person that already exists. It is another person and it will work. Actually, I use that and it generates some articles, good articles. And the good thing is that it does not generate articles for everything. Actually, it verifies somehow the notability of the thing before generating it. And actually, if the topic can be added to another article, it proposes it to be added to another article. But unfortunately, when the edits actually proposal or suggestion is added to another article, it is actually usually rejected. But actually, as an idea, it is good. But in practice, if it is not if the article is not created, it means that it is not added to Grokipedia in any way. Yeah, here, for example, we have actually proposed the same thing twice and actually detected it as duplicates. So this is good. Actually, it allows to prevent creating the same article twice. As well, actually, there is this article that has been rejected because actually we provided in the description something that has not been verified based on what exists as sources.
So let's now dive into how good Grokipedia and the AR alternatives of Wikipedia generate articles. So when we see Grokipedia, we see that each article, even if they are mostly trained and derived from English Wikipedia, they are good quality. When Grokipedia has generated independent new articles on new topics, actually they were good enough and they follow the same actually policies and the same structure as Wikipedia articles, which is good. Also, the notability criteria on Grokipedia seem to be more neutral than the human judgment in Wikipedia. So that's also good. So sometimes it creates article with missing information, which actually alter the quality of the article and probably will give the floor to actually generate article with a lot of hallucination. But actually this can be solved over time. Actually, I tried it myself. I tried to generate articles on Tunisia related topics. Actually, it was good. I generated 156 articles on Tunisia related topics. Actually, when actually not enough resources are available in English, I actually can write the name in Arabic. And actually, it works very well. So actually, it will translate the name into English and it will search for the Arabic resources and understand them and generate the article for me. So actually, over 4 days, I generated 156 articles on Tunisia-related topics. Actually, this number actually takes a Wikimedia community actually 1 month to generate in a human setting. So just for comparison, actually an article, a Wikipedia article, actually costs around $10 US dollars actually worth of campaign human capacity at events that actually to be created. Actually, if you see here, this is the annual grant of Wikimedia Tunisia. You see that actually it requests around $32,000 to create 2,000 Wikipedia articles with some images and some Wikidata entries. So actually, this is an important number. And actually, there is a problem with the retention of editors after that. So actually, we can say that the cost is just that of generating Wikipedia articles. However, actually, Grokipedia article actually costs something below 50 cents, which is 20 to 30 times cheaper than a Wikipedia article, which actually it is a call for the Wikimedia Foundation to invest more on AI infrastructure because this will actually allow it to actually cut off a lot of expenses and generate more and more articles and cover more topics. This unfortunately does not come without limitations. If you see in this chart, actually we will see that there are some articles that actually have the same neutrality as Wikipedia articles. But there are some articles that are actually biased when compared to Wikipedia articles. These articles are mainly about religion and ideologies and history. And this is explained mainly by the fact that Grokipedia is built upon Grok, that is a far right, actually biased language model. So now we have seen the situation, how Wikipedia can survive at this age of artificial intelligence. So actually, Wikipedia users have to learn new skills. They have to treat AI as a guide, not an authority. They should always ask, how do you know this? They should cross-check with trusted sources, value primary sources over summaries, and learn to spot hallucinations. They need to learn how to actually do some critical thinking and some critical questioning about sources, how to actually write the right prompt to get the right answer, how to understand the limitation of a used model. Also, they have to have a certain source literacy. They have to know when not to trust AI as well. So as we have seen, actually the future of Wikipedia is hybrid knowledge systems. It is a human verified, actually AI generated Wikipedia articles, allowing transparent sourcing, editable generative content, when AI can serve as an assistant to editors, not a replacement. We can have Wikipedia like values with AI level scale. To allow this, we propose to actually create an open AI infrastructure for Wikimedia projects. We call this WikiML Kit. This is a joint work with Sam G. Klein. So the proposed organization follows a clear and extensible structure based on model cards, documented language models and embedding models, task cards defining use case such as translation, retrieval, generation, etc. Dataset cards describe training, evaluation, and benchmarking datasets. Well, this infrastructure already exists on Meta, as you see in the link below, but actually need to be further developed and automated. While this approach is feasible, it requires a committed group of contributors to design a shared data model for language model and embedding databases. This is not merely a technical issue, but a coordination challenge as well. Also, what we should actually be aware of is to know that other Wikimedia projects can actually be very useful at the age of AI. For example, Wikisource can be a game changer at the age of artificial intelligence. Uploading public domain books and local resources to Wikimedia Commons and adding an OCR layer to them on Wikisource can be very useful to enhance the coverage of important local topics that are not available online. Also, the abstract Wikipedia project and its syntax can transform lives by enabling the training of language-independent foundational models. Wikifunction will facilitate rule-based translation of abstract text into various languages provided a set of rules exists. So to sum up, language models are powerful but fallible. Wikipedia remains a gold standard for trust. WikiGen and Grokipedia offer speed and accessibility. The burden of evaluation shifts to user. Critical thinking is now a core digital skill, and without AI, Wikipedia probably can sing. Thank you.